of seconds the landscape changed forever. A catastrophic flash flood has swept through communities along the Nepal-China border, leaving widespread destruction and a rapidly rising death toll. More than 150 people have been confirmed dead across China and Nepal, and hundreds more are feared missing. Among those missing are tourists caught in the disaster, including at least 47 Americans. What began high in the mountains became a deadly torrent racing downstream toward villages below. Dramatic footage shows the sheer force of the water as it tears through the region. Villages were submerged. Buildings were surrounded by raging floodwaters. People were left stranded on rooftops, waiting desperately for help. Helicopters were brought in to rescue those trapped, with crews winching stranded people to safety. But for many families, the rescue effort has become a search for loved ones who may never be found. And officials warn the death toll could continue to rise. But what caused such a devastating surge of water? Authorities say a powerful landslide blocked the Boat-Koshi River near the Nepal-China border. That blockage effectively created a dangerous buildup of water. When the obstruction gave way, an enormous torrent rushed downstream from China into Nepal. But scientists believe there may have been another factor. A group of researchers believe a glacier may have broken apart and fallen into the valley, triggering, or at least intensifying, the landslide and subsequent flooding. The combination of unstable mountain terrain, enormous amounts of water, and sudden collapse created a disaster that communities had almost no time to escape.
Save lives before night falls in Nepal after a flash flood and mudslide tore through villages and swept away bridges. Hundreds of travelers are currently unaccounted for. The true scale of this disaster and the number of casualties is still emerging. Multiple casualties have been confirmed, but this is an extremely remote area, and so information is still trickling in. It's in Rasua, which is north of the capital, Kathmandu, and near the border with Tibet. Police have said dozens of their own officers are unaccounted for, and they're struggling to reach them. Now, the government believes that an early morning earthquake triggered an avalanche, which in turn may have caused this flash flood, but they're still checking all of this information. And sadly, Nepal is no stranger to flash floods. 18 people did die last year in the same area, but this time after a glacier burst on the Chinese side of the border. Search and rescue operations are continuing, and districts downstream are now on high alert.
Now the mountains have become a massive search and rescue zone. Rescue crews are searching through devastated communities while helicopters work to reach people cut off by the floodwaters. In China, a mudslide struck the Jirong port, a critical crossing between China and Nepal. Chinese leader Xi Jinping has called for an all-out search and rescue effort. But with hundreds of people still reported missing, families are waiting for answers. The full scale of the disaster may not be known for days. And as rescuers continue searching through mud, debris, and destroyed communities, one question remains: how many people are still waiting to be found?